Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and this is the hot mess of Hollywood. Yes, dear fiends of the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories. It makes babies in my brain and it comes out my mouth. We explore the darkest stories from the deepest corners of Hollywood and the world. If you like this sort of entertainment, be sure to like, follow, and hit that bell because I am not going to stop. It is the hot mess of Hollywood, dear fiends of the den, and we are back talking about the wedding that should have been the wedding of the century, but it really wasn't. I'm talking about Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez and all of their guests. I'm going to do a little fashion police today. But first, there were so many protests, so many signs saying if you can rent Venice for 50 million, you can pay some tax. But that's not going to happen because the Senate just passed that big, well, they like to call it the beautiful bill. We like to call it the big bad bill that gives billionaires even more money. So let's trash these guys and their fashion. Because, yes, I'll give credit when credit is due when a celebrity speaks up for the right reason, but to just put out this incredibly ridiculous show of wealth, let's get on them a little bit. They could take it. They're gonna get burned. So here we've got the wedding. Now here's the weirdest thing about this is they're surrounded by trees of some sort, which looks like it's been brought in to give ambiance because they're literally standing on a gray office rug. It's very, very strange. So the dress itself, I'm just going to say it, Lauren Sanchez does not look good in anything overly conservative. I mean, she called this Western elegance and the corset bodice, all right, fine. If you want to have buttons on it, the buttons should just be on the bodice to make it look like a blouse. But she continued a line of buttons down the front of the dress, leaving a weird looking trail, and some of the buttons are crooked. They're not even lined up perfectly on the dress. It's just a very, very odd choice to be covered in all of that lace. I guess she was trying to be more modest because it's Italy or she's a bride, but with billions of dollars, this is the best you could come up with. So this is a Dolce and Gabbana dress, and honestly, I'm absolutely shocked. Shocked, but they must have listened to everything she wanted because she probably paid a fortune to look like this. I mean, she could have done the most plain dress all around, and it would have been better than all of these lace and buttons that are misplaced. And she has an odd obsession with Sophia Loren, who, yes, is one of my favorite actresses, but at least I'm Italian. It's very, very odd. So that's who she was trying to emulate, and it did not come across well. If you see here, as made famous by Pippa Middleton at the royal wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, buttons belong in the back of a dress. That is the proper place for them. They don't have to go all the way down the dress, but that is where they look the best if you are going to extend buttons past the bodice. And let's just pause for a moment for this iconic photo of Pippa Middleton carrying her sister's train, the photo that broke the internet. So I believe that Lauren Sanchez was going for a royal look, but she ended up looking like Timu royalty. As we see here with Catherine, the Princess of Wales, very elegant, a deep V, but it's not very wide. She just personified the elegance of a princess, and she made her dress a more modern version of Princess Grace Kelly's dress here when she married Prince Rainier, and her dress just to me is one of the most exquisite wedding dresses of all time, not just royal wedding dresses. And she, Grace Kelly, had buttons down the front of her dress, but just the bodice. That is where those buttons belong. All right, so I did a little research and I found that the Associated Press has some of the best pictures of all of the guests who attended this wedding. Now, here we've got Kylie, Chris, and Kendall Jenner. Kylie looks like she's having a great time. She's got a break from being a mom. Kris Jenner, she's looking great because of her new under the muscle facelift. I am weirded out by her alien looking sunglasses, but I'm sure they cost $1 million. And Kendall looks like she'd rather be anywhere else. I'm not sure what she's wearing around her head or why she feels the need. It's very odd, but here we are. All right, let's move on. Oh, goodness, here we are. Everyone's probably least favorite celebrity right now, Oprah Winfrey, wearing a mocha colored satin dress. She kind of is giving me Mother of the Bride vibes. I don't know. I think her hair looks very nice. I actually do like her sunglasses, but I'm not really digging this like Mother of the Bride vibe dress. Maybe it's, oh, she's got a fan in her hand too and a giant diamond ring on. I don't know, maybe just because it's her. And there's Gayle King behind her. And the two men looking at each other, they're just like, I don't know, they're kind of like, it looks like they're talking about Oprah behind her back. And Gayle King is over there like, what are you doing talking about my best friend? All right, so here we've got Victoria Soretti. Okay, well, I'm going to say that she has a really nice dress on. I really do like this a lot. She's pulling it off, but I think it's a little too see-through. You can see her belly button. So that's throwing me off a little bit, but if she's okay with that, there you go. Now we have Dominic Dolce. So this is, I actually don't really know who he is, but he looks a little casual for a billionaire's wedding event. Oh, this is one of my favorites from the night. This guy on the side who's helping people into the gondola from the hotel, the one in the suit, his faces are killing me. And the man right behind Leonardo DiCaprio, faces are killing me having to deal with these celebrities. So here's Leo doing his incognito thing after talking about climate change, trying to pretend like he didn't just take a private jet from LA to Venice for this wedding, dressed in pajamas and an LA black baseball hat. Like, dude, you've been famous for too long. We know it's you. All right, so we have now, again, Victoria Soretti. She's got a beautiful look to her, like her hair, like this slicked back, very classic. There you go. I mean, I have to say, if I was wealthy, this looks like a lot of fun to be at a wedding in Venice. It was just overkill. Usher, he doesn't look too bad. He's got a long, I don't know, he looks like he's in what Hugh Hefner would wear at the Playboy Mansion. He's giving me like weird Hugh Hefner vibes. Everyone's got the baseball hats on. I'm not sure if this is celebrities trying to hide or trying to make themselves seem more like us to wear a baseball hat with some designer clothes. But I do find it odd. I don't think that this is the occasion. He looks better here in this lavender salmon colored suit. I guess he is a cigar aficionado. At least he's got a decent smile on his face here, unlike most of the other celebs. Now, this lady here, she is Brooks Nader. I don't know who she is, and I don't know why she's wearing whatever she's wearing. Uh, her boobs are sticking out of the top of it. It's completely ill-fitted. She looks like she's going to spill out the top. She's basically in a bodysuit and a very, very odd skirt. It looks like lingerie and very inappropriate, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of Brooks Nader. All right. Oh, of course, Tommy Hilfiger, another guy in his own clothes with a fucking baseball hat on. What is wrong with you? You're at a wedding. He almost fell into the canal. That would have been funny. He just looks like himself. He just looks like he needed to show up and make some sort of a comeback. I heard he was really annoying, actually. A friend of mine was his neighbor years ago, and she got some of his mail. And he went over to the house, like banging on the door like a lunatic, like they stole his mail. They just hadn't gotten home from work yet and had time to change to go give it to him. It was like a whole thing. So, yeah, he's not like the coolest dude from what I hear. Okay, Kim Kardashian. I was loving her Paris look. I'm hating her Venice look. I'm hating her Venice looks. The diamond necklace is too showy with this, I don't know, metallic brown thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. She showed up in snake print too. I know she's still trying to do like the sex symbol thing. And again, she's got her waist just as thin as Lauren Sanchez. It must be a contest. But yeah, I don't like this at all. The necklace is the only thing that's semi okay. And I have to say, out of almost everyone, the only pair of sunglasses I've liked are Oprah's. These guys all have really bad taste in eyewear. All right, let's see who else do we have. This is again Brooks Nader. She looks wasted, but she looks like she's much more comfortable in this dress that fits her. I like the pink chiffon. I think it's much classier, and someone must have said something to her about her negligee outfit that was highly inappropriate because she put on something much better. This is Tom Brady. He looks drunk. That's all I got. I mean, he looks okay black on black, but the black tie, that satin is a different color black from the shirt and the suit, so it's thrown me off. Not digging it. Kylie Jenner looked better in the first picture. She's just wearing what looks again like negligee. Like it's very weird. I don't understand why this is the way you're dressing for a billionaire's wedding in Venice when you're supposed to be a billionaire yourself. Like you can have anything at your service and this is what you choose. But again, remember you can't buy class or taste. So who do we have here? Ellie Goulding and Friend. Okay, so they both look all right. Ellie Goulding is in sequins, which I find an odd choice to wear to someone else's wedding. I think that that's a little showy, like you're trying to show up the bride a bit. The woman next to her, I think she looks pretty classy. I don't know who she is, but she's one of the best dressed that I've seen so far. Single Orlando Bloom, who's done with Katy Perry, he just probably looks good because he's single at this point. He just looks that happy. At least he's not wearing a baseball hat. Tuxedo is pretty dapper. All right, good job, Orlando Bloom. Diane von Furstenberg and Barry Diller, the most famous yacht girl of all time. She's wearing the outfit I expect from Diane von Furstenberg, probably her own. The second outfit that I have liked so far from the guests. Now, this is, Queen Reina of Jordan. How odd. I had no idea that she would be here. So, all right, she looks good. She looks, conservative. She's covered herself. The dress looks appropriate, little bits of sparkle, kind of like mother of the bridey sort of a look, but much classier than everyone else. And it seems like everyone is much more comfortable around her than they are around the celebrities. Ivanka Trump. Surprisingly, because I am not a fan of her father at all, I think she looks absolutely stunning in this short black dress. I actually think that she is one of the people this entire weekend that got the looks right. Whoever's doing her hair and makeup, I'm sure it's paid for by the US government, but they're doing a good job. Look at her ring. Jesus. These people with their jewelry. Too much. Oh, Bill Gates just wanting to be part of the crew. Oddly, Elon Musk was not there, and neither was Zuckerberg. So we have Ivanka Trump again, and I stand by my statement. This dress is absolutely beautiful on her. I think she got it right. the hair, the makeup, the dress, the jewelry, the whole thing. Yeah, very pretty. One of the best dressed celebrities of the entire weekend. Again, one more of her. So, whoever she's hiring as a stylist and a makeup artist is doing a very good job. This dress, again, very appropriate and very beautiful. It's really too bad that her father's a terrible president, but that's on him. So now we have Chloe and Kim Kardashian. Still the same thing. The necklace is all I really like out of it. Khloe Kardashian looks okay. She wore like some pink frilly thing with feathers. She looks very thin. She looks all right. Probably I would give her, not that you could see her whole outfit, but it was one of the better ones. Chris Jenner and Corey Gamble. I wish he would have put on a suit and matched Chris Jenner a little bit better. The brown satin with the necklaces I do actually like on him. I like Chris Jenner's jacket. I like her little feathers. I like her earrings. Hair looks good, but they don't match and they're a couple, so it says more like handler to me, and this was a totally staged moment. So there we have it. There we have all of the looks from all of these celebrities at the Bezos wedding that I could find through the AP. Let me know what you think about all of these looks in the comments. I am the nerd who loves research, and if you do have any tips for me, please email me at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com. If you enjoy this content and even pettier content on my Hot Mess of Hollywood, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And thank you for joining me in the den.